Alright, so GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is one of the biggest names in domain registration and web hosting. Um, they've been around for quite some time. You probably saw their provocative kind of Super Bowl commercial last year. They got in kind of a bit of trouble for that, but it's been really interesting. So last year I gave GoDaddy overall quite a bad review. They had a lot of problems, including their interface, including the pricing structure. It was really untransparent. They were charging people for a lot of things on the back end rather than just charging them up front. So I complained about like a number of specific things on GoDaddy, and they like went and fixed them all. I had something as simple as the login system would keep logging you out. They fixed that. They made their pricing really transparent. I complained specifically about cPanel, and now they implemented cPanel, which I'm really happy with. So here's their interface for managing your web hosting. They also have management for your domain hosting, which is or your domains, which is a little bit of a different area. But it's all in all, it's gotten much easier to use in the past year. It's pretty standard cPanel interface. Pretty much everything you need is on here. The one thing that I'm not crazy about is their add-on domains on their cheapest web hosting package here. The $4.99 one, they only offer one. You can only have one domain, so you kind of have to pay the $5.99 if you want to have more than one website, which I feel like you usually need. That price isn't terrible. I wish they would just have unlimited websites, or at least like 10 websites under the economy. Because you're basically having to pay the $5.99 if you have, for instance, just want to get like a misspelled domain name and redirect it to your website, something like that. So actually, you might be able to do that. You could potentially do that without that, but still, you without buying this, but still having the economy is better. But anyway, so this is the interface. cPanel, they have basically everything that you get standard with cPanel. MySQL stuff. Domain management. The domain management is pretty good. GoDaddy does domain buying and domain management probably better than any other company in the world, in my opinion. If you're buying lots of domains, GoDaddy's the place to be. They have PHP configurations, all that fun stuff. So all in all, they're pretty good. Their file manager, also pretty good. This is that works well. They have one-click installs, which I really like for kind of the big. I consider WordPress, Joomla, Drupal the big three, and then this is kind of like a forum, but these are the big three one-click installs for those applications, which is good. GoDaddy performs well on the speed test, 0.63 seconds, so that's quite good. So their servers are good, contrary to popular belief. I mean, you can see I tested 976 websites. They're fast. People say GoDaddy's slow for other reason. I think they just had maybe they were in the past, but they've had a bad reputation. Their servers are not slow. The other thing they do well is Windows hosting. This just happens to be Linux hosting, but they do Windows hosting well. So if for whatever reason, I wish you wouldn't, but for whatever reason, if you need Windows hosting, GoDaddy's the clear option. So I'm going to recommend GoDaddy for a few different types of people. If you're buying lots of domains, GoDaddy's the place to be. If you need Windows hosting, GoDaddy's your best option. And thirdly, if you are doing reseller hosting, GoDaddy offers really good packages for reseller hosting. For whatever reason, maybe they've always had a focus on reseller or something. But if you're a small web agency and you need to resell hosting, have clients that are hosted and they want to be able to access cPanel and manage their website, GoDaddy offers a software called WHM, which allows you to manage a bunch of other cPanel accounts. So it's a great. GoDaddy's the best place, in my opinion, for reseller hosting. Right behind it is HostGator. So go with GoDaddy if you're a reseller. Go with GoDaddy if you're buying domains. Go with GoDaddy if you're using Windows web hosting. Try not to use Windows web hosting unless you have a compelling reason to it. So that's the overview of GoDaddy. They definitely get the most improved this year.